Hi everyone, my name is Kate and you're very welcome here on my channel where we talk about fragrances. This video is dedicated to Amouage, one of my favorite brands. Today I want to dive a little bit deeper into the history and the roots of the brand. How did it appear? Why? Who wanted it in the first place? The transitions that happened and my favorite fragrances and more. If you enjoy watching my videos, please don't forget to subscribe. It really helps. You can comment, chat with me in the comment section, and yeah, just stay with me and let's explore this beautiful world of fragrances together. At first, the brand wasn't even positioned as a commercial. The Sultan of Oman, Qaboos bin Said Al Said, asked the perfumer Guy Robert to create a fragrance that will embody the spirit of the East, the beauty, especially when it comes to incenses and just smelling good. Because in Eastern cultures, the scent, the perfumery is very developed and it's very important to smell great. So at first, the bottle of this fragrance that was made of 24 karat gold and decorated by beautiful gems, it was a gift for important visitors of Oman, different diplomats and political figures. And later, the brand of Amouage was founded in the Sultanate of Oman in 1983. It embodies the idea of East meets West and brings the best from the East that the East can offer. And the name Amouage consists of it's a play on two words. First, amour from French, which means love, and another word is in Arabic, sounds like amouage. It means a wave. Sorry if I mispronounce it in some way. If anybody here speaks Arabic, please, you can give more context if you want. So yeah, that's how the brand started, and now we have these beautiful bottles. They actually evolved. They used to look very different, especially that first composition created long ago. It looked completely different. And the brand, of course, has been changing and evolving in different ways. Today, I can tell you about my favorite Amouage fragrances. I know there are so many, and I also have even more samples. I didn't want to have this video last forever, so I will try to be a little bit short, and I will tell you in the end about fragrances that I want to add to this collection. I'm not afraid to use this word because it's really a collection. I have a lot of bottles. So let's start just like this. The fragrance for me, Epic Woman, that started this obsession with Amouage. I actually used to have more bottles. I had to declutter some of the fragrances that I didn't really need. But this, I will never declutter. This is Epic Woman. And it smells like the most beautiful rose in the world of spices and a little bit of leather and incenses. Of course, the incenses are very important for the brand because Oman is one of the biggest producers of incenses for the world, and a lot of fragrances share the incense note, of course, because Oman is one of the biggest producers of them. So yes, coming back to this smells very luxurious to me. I remember I was shocked. When I smelled it for the first time, I was just shocked. I didn't understand what was going on. My world just went upside down because this is something so special. And the bottle is so special too. And they actually reformulated. I have the older version, and surprisingly, this almost never happens. I like the newer version more. I bought the old version blindly, even though I tried the scent, but this is not as great. Oh, and especially extract. They have the extract version. I think it's Epic 54, maybe. It's also stunning, so beautiful. Now let's discuss one of the most uplifting, cheerful, fun fragrances of the brand that a lot of people fall in love with. This is Sunshine Woman. I know that I mostly have woman fragrances here. I plan to change that. I don't know why. Maybe I just like them more. But I'm actually thinking about a couple of male, even though they all are unisex to me. I don't care. I just like the scent, not the bottle. Although I like the bottles too. Okay, so Sunshine. Yeah, this is beautiful osmanthus. So it smells like apricot with tobacco and some white florals in the back. It's so fun. The first time I smelled this fragrance, I was smiling. I cannot imagine not smiling when you smell the scent because this perfume is just incredible. And I love wearing it in August and summer and spring. It's just so uplifting and I want to live when I wear it. Next is Journey Woman. Maybe my favorite amouage, arguably. I'm not sure because I kind of love them all. But yeah, this is a Smanthus too, but it's different. It's leathery with incenses and honey. It's so warm and it's this texture of honey. It's like melting on your skin. Yeah, it's such a great, even more like not leather, but suede, like a suede purse, with the sweetness of a Smanthus and a little bit of tobacco too, I think. The pyramids are huge. I don't want to recite all the pyramids for these fragrances because usually 20 or 30 things there. I just tell you because I'm trying to be a little more short, so I'm trying to tell you maybe what stands out the most to me about the fragrance. Next, Dia. Oh my god, I already bought this bottle of original Dia Woman, and then they came up with this incredible extract that I'm just dreaming about now that smells like really fresh laundry. Aldehydes, I feel like there's overdose of aldehydes there with also peonies and roses and florals, but it's so clean, so fresh. It's extra laundry day with extra detergent. This one is a little bit softer, but still a lot of aldehydes, peonies, fresh sheets. It smells like a very new hotel room. They just opened this hotel. They just put all the furniture there. They just cleaned the windows, the ceilings, the floors, everything. It's sparkling. And you come into the room and see a huge vase with peonies in that room. It's incredible. I love it, especially in winter. I like how aldehydes smell in a cold air when it's snowing. They sparkle. There's this element of sparkle. Okay, next fragrance is Imitation Woman. This is an interesting fragrance. This is a very unusual fragrance. One of the best Chong's creations, I think, is dedicated to Lower East Side in New York in the 80s, I believe. All these crazy parties. And yeah, it smells like this. So this is aldehydes. It's again a big dose of aldehydes and black currant. I don't know who came up with it, but it's perfect and genius. There are also incenses and wood and maybe a little bit of leather, but I barely smell them. Usually people tell me that they smell them. I don't smell them as much. It smells like purple neon lights at a party, where it's dark, there are a lot of lights, and there are like this neon lights everywhere, bright green, bright purple, and it smells like those lights. Yeah, it's so great. I don't wear it a lot. It's not so easy for me to wear, but every time I wear it, everything leads to a party. Really, honestly tell you. Every time I wear this fragrance, even if I don't suspect it, I will end up at a party. It's just a magic of imitation. Amouage Love Tuberose, the creamiest, sweetest amouage that I have. I used to have the Blossom Love, but that's too much. That one is so sweet, so sweet. I just those cherry trees kind of with a lot of whipped cream to me, with a lot of sugar. I don't even remember anymore. I remember it was very intense and I just couldn't bear it. I wore it like 5 times and I gave up because I couldn't. This one is not as nuclear, but still. It's a whipped cream. It's very creamy tuberose and gardenia. Very feminine to me. It's very sweet. It's long lasting. You will not get rid of this fragrance. If you spray it on your clothes, just go wash it because otherwise you will not get rid of this fragrance. It's beautiful though. I don't wear it a lot because I get tired after wearing it because for 20 hours it's just there. But when I wear it, I enjoy it a lot. Next, the Dark Witch fragrance. This is Amouage Memoir Woman. This is a mix of wormwood because I think it's a stronger note here with leather and florals and incenses. and something sour. It smells to me almost like a lemon, and it's peppery too. There's so much going on. It has a little bit of sourness with this wormwood to me, um, like a leather soaked in something sour. It's very witchy. Women like to say like, "Oh yes, it smells like a witch." It is, and it's dark, and it's melancholic. It's a melancholic scent. I like wearing it when it's cloudy or rainy, especially in November. You know, the end of fall, when leaves are falling and it's not bright and orange anymore. It's kind of getting darker, getting ready for winter, but there is no snow yet. Pretty melancholic. I don't wear it a lot, honestly, because maybe I'm not a very melancholic person, but still beautiful, and I like it. Now let's talk about the king or queen in this case, queen of incenses. This is Amouage Fate. I believe this one has been discontinued recently, and people are chasing it now. Of course, when it's discontinued, everybody wants it. And this is incense heavy with leather, with animalic notes, with pepper. I smell labdanum a lot here. It's like very labdanum heavy. It's like this dry incenses, narcissus. There's so much going on. It's not melancholic, it's just thoughtful. When you're in a very thoughtful state, when you need to stay with yourself, for example, it's challenging for me to wear. I still have a lot of it because I haven't worn it a lot. It smells like a very beautiful, imagined fantasy cathedral. You know, maybe it's how it would smell when everything is exaggerated. Everything is too beautiful, too golden, smells too much. And this is this fragrance. It is challenging. I understand why they discontinued this fragrance. It's not so easy to wear, and I'm sure a lot of people have problems with wearing it. Another one is Lilac Love, and it's from the same collection as Love Tuberose. There's also Love Mimosa that I'm thinking of getting, and Blossom Love that I got rid of because it was too much and too sweet. This one is Genius. Oh, I love it. This lilacs, this perfect purple lilacs of something like this color with cacao, with dry cacao powder. And it's just, it lifts up. It's so powdery. It's so beautiful. The projection of this fragrance is beautiful. It's a must have for me for spring. I didn't buy a huge bottle because if I can, I try to find smaller bottles of Amouage because they can be challenging. I don't wear them every day. I just can't. But this one is on the easier side. This is easier to wear. It's still long lasting. It's still a powerhouse, but it's not, for example, like Fate or Love Tuberose. It's not as strong, but still. It's beautiful. I love on spring nights, you know, for a date night or just I don't know, just for a walk, whatever. I don't care. Perfect. I love it. It's so beautiful. And the last of the bottles for today is Amouage Myths Woman. And this is something. I'm glad that I have a small bottle. It's also challenging, but I don't imagine my November without this fragrance. Extremely melancholic, nostalgic, dark, chrysanthemum, narcissus, moss, like a lot of oak moss, labdanum. It's so intense. It's so dark. And chrysanthemum is not the most popular note, you know, because maybe certain associations for people, but this is so beautiful. It smells like flooded building with all the greens and flowers, a lot of chrysanthemum flowers, and everything's flooding. It's like a glass room. It's all flooded with the rainwater, cold rainwater, and all this maybe even wood, like everything that was there with a lot of chrysanthemum flowers again. Everything is just soaking in it, and it's very cold. Yeah, that's how it smells to me. It's beautiful, very unusual, crazy projection fragrance. One more fragrance. This is not a bottle. My friend shared this atomizer with me, and it's also very exciting. And I think that this could become a bottle. You know, this connection could get serious. Yeah, this is Lilac Man. It's a rose with a lot of lime, with citruses, with saffron, of course, incenses, and also pine trees. There's a piney aspect here too. It's very interesting. It's this fresh rose, but it's not light. You know, sometimes we think freshies, they are light. No, this fragrance has a lot of freshness. It has a lot of air, which is not typical for Amouage, by the way, but it's very airy. And this rose, it's so beautiful. I like it. It's so great. And it's great on the skin. On the skin, I actually smell a little bit of cumin. I don't think they mentioned it in the notes, but I do smell a little bit of cumin on me. Great. Among the other fragrances that I want to add into my Amouage collection is number one is Overture Woman. It's this cognac with a little bit of apple and a lot of incenses and myrrh, and it's very balsamic too with benzoin and myrrh and labdanum, and it's just so intense and so beautiful. It's very boozy. It's a very boozy scent, incredible, and I feel like I need that one as my collection. Another, I'm thinking about Interlude Woman and Interlude Man, both. Interlude Woman smells like kiwi a lot for me, with immortelle and different balsams and fruits and flowers and leather, and it's a little smoky. It's so interesting. It's such an exciting scent. What's up? My doggy is walking around. It's such an exciting scent, especially for colder weather, I think. So at some point, it's not among my urgent wish list, but it's a part of my wish list. And Interlude Man is much softer, more powdery. It's also incenses, a little bit of sweetness. And in the base, there's very interesting amber with oud, but it's not heavy. Interlude Man, I thought it would be heavy because the female version is pretty heavy. Interlude Man is kind of more shy or modest, which I didn't expect to find when I smelled it for the first time. It's a little more powdery and easier to wear and softer. That one is nice. I'm also thinking about Lilac Woman because it's a very nice dark gothic rose with ashes. It's like a rose covered in ashes. It's beautiful, and especially in the heat, it opens up so stunning in the heat. I love that one. What else? I already mentioned that I'm thinking about Love Mimosa. It's a creamy mimosa with a banana feel. You know, there's something about it that reminds me of a green banana, which is also very nice and interesting. I just don't wear mimosas so much. I have two mimosa fragrances already. I don't know how many mimosas I need because I wear them like 5 times during the beginning of spring, and that's it. I'm just going down the Fragrantica and commenting now. Beach Hut Woman is very nice, a little bit like eucalyptus, but I don't think I need the bottle. Dia Woman in Extract. Oh my god, that one I will definitely have. I'm thinking about gold, but maybe when I get a little bit older, it just gives me this more mature feel. And I feel like when I'm wearing it, it's separate from me. I feel like I'm not maybe mature or ladylike enough for it. I don't know. That Lily of the Valley there sometimes is a little bit hard for me to wear. Sometimes I get tired of it. Honor Woman, I used to have a bunch of white florals, but smells a little too much like bubblegum to me. I just ordered the shower gel, and I think shower gel would be incredible, but I don't want Dior Woman for me. What else did I want? Jubilation, probably not. By the way, not all the male versions and tall bottles I can find in New York, so I cannot really make a good opinion of them. Guidance, I like an extract. Guidance in extract is spectacular, and I think I don't need a full bottle because just one spray and it's enough for next 2 days. So I think I'll just get a decant, maybe 5 or 10 ml, and this will be like forever. For me, this will last forever. I don't need a full bottle. And I also like Opus Royal Tobacco. Opus 14 Royal Tobacco is stunning, beautiful. Crimson Rocks, I changed my mind. I was thinking about Crimson Rocks, this cinnamon with rose and amber. It's very spicy, but there's this, probably it's that amber wood materials that just drill my brain, and I don't want them. Meander, Enclave, and Ashore, I didn't really explore that much, so I cannot really tell. Boundless, very nice tobacco. I think it was inspired by Poison by Dior. So it's tobacco, incenses, and plum. Yeah, and the color was also the same as Poison. That one is nice, but I decided I don't need it. It used to be in my wish list, but I never got to buy it, so I decided I don't want it so much, and I deleted it. Material. I do want material. That Cécile Zarokian's masterpiece, this over vanilla with amber and incenses and wood, very dry with very nice patchouli. Oh my god, yes, material is on my wish list. Lineage, this salty mirror, I didn't understand. I don't like it too much. Purpose search, I always confuse them, which means I don't really like them that much. I guess they don't imprint in my memory every time I try them. Blossoms, oh, Love Delight is nice, but not necessary, honestly. And the rest, oh, did they discontinued Love Mimosa? Now I need it. They discontinued it. Wow, okay. I also used to have Portrayal, very nice jasmine with tobacco and spices, but that one was too heavy. I don't know, it was burning too much. It was my nose just couldn't cope with that burning sensation when I sprayed it, so I got rid of that one. But it's beautiful, and I know that a lot of people like it. Sunshine Woman, such a loss in the fragrance world. Beautiful. Sunshine Man, I'm sorry. Sunshine Man was beautiful. I don't remember exactly how it smelled now because I smelled it a while ago and they discontinued it a while ago, but it was kind of green and very happy too. You know, it was happy but a little bit more serious than Sunshine Woman, more like herbs. Yeah, it smelled more like herbs. It was greener. It was stunning too, though. Okay, guys, I hope that I covered the topic of amouage for you today. I hope that you enjoyed this video. And tell me, what do you think about the brand? Do you have any bottles or decants? What are your favorite fragrances within amouage? I want to know. And I'll see you in other videos. Bye bye.